The screen flickered to life, and there she was, my fiancée Sarah, laughing wildly in a dimly lit club, her bachelorette sash crooked across her chest. But it wasn't the laughter that stopped my heart. It was the man beside her, his hand sliding up her thigh under the table, her head tilting back as she leaned into his kiss. Live. Streaming right there on my laptop, from the hidden camera I'd jokingly planted in her purse as a safety measure for her wild night out. My fingers froze on the keyboard, the room spinning. This couldn't be real. Not Sarah. Not us. I slammed the laptop shut, my chest heaving like I'd run a marathon. We'd been together 5 years, engaged for 1. She was the one who made me believe in forever. Her soft smiles over morning coffee, the way she'd trace my scars from old football injuries and call them battle marks. But now? Doubt crept in like fog, thick and suffocating. I paced the empty apartment, our wedding photos mocking me from the walls. Maybe it was the alcohol. Maybe a dare from her friends. Denial wrapped around me like a blanket, but the image burned behind my eyelids. I reopened the laptop, telling myself I needed proof it was nothing. The stream was still going. Sarah's friends were cheering, clinking glasses in a private booth. She excused herself to the bathroom, the camera jostling in her purse. Alone in the stall, she pulled out her phone and typed a message. My phone buzzed on the nightstand. Heart pounding, I grabbed it. Miss you already, babe. Party's fun, but can't wait to come home to you. Red heart, lies. Sweet, practiced lies. Back in the booth, the man, tall, slick hair, someone I'd never seen, whispered in her ear. She giggled, her hand brushing his arm. Subtle clues I'd ignored before flooded back. Late nights at work, her phone always face down, the faint scent of unfamiliar cologne on her clothes last week. Suspicion gnawed at me, turning to a dull ache in my gut. I poured a whiskey, hands shaking. This isn't her, I muttered to the empty room. Sarah had her flaws, we all do. She craved excitement, hated routine. I'd seen it in small ways. Her impulsively booking weekend getaways, dragging me to spontaneous concerts. But betrayal? No. We were solid. Or so I thought. As the night dragged on, the stream showed her dancing closer to him, bodies pressed in the crowd. Her friends egged her on, oblivious or complicit. I zoomed in on his face. Mark? No, that was her ex from college. Wait, was it? The resemblance hit like a punch. She'd mentioned running into him months ago. Just coffee, old-time sake. My mind raced, piecing together fragments I'd dismissed. By 2 a.m., the party moved to a hotel suite. Her best friend Jess's idea, apparently. The camera caught snippets, champagne popping, laughter echoing. Sarah slipped away with him to a balcony. I've missed this, he said, voice low and intimate. Missed you. She shushed him, glancing around, but her smile betrayed her. Not here, Alex. Not tonight. Alex. Her coworker. The one she called just a friend from the office. The one who'd helped with her promotion. Heartbreak crashed over me like a wave, pulling me under. I clutched the armrest, tears blurring the screen. How long? Why? Was I not enough? Anger simmered beneath the pain, bubbling up as I watched them kiss again, deeper this time. Trust shattered into 1,000 pieces. I'd given her everything, my heart, our future, the ring she twirled on her finger just yesterday while planning our honeymoon. I love you more than anything, she'd said, eyes sparkling. Now those words felt like poison. I replayed our last fight, 2 weeks ago, about her long hours. You're being paranoid, Tom, she'd snapped. Can't I have a life outside us? Maybe I was blind. The clues were there. Her sudden interest in gym classes with the girls, the password change on her phone, the way she'd pull away from my touch lately, blaming stress. I couldn't watch anymore. I shut it down, collapsing onto the bed we shared. Sleep evaded me, replaced by a storm of emotions. Denial whispering it was a mistake, suspicion screaming evidence, anger urging confrontation. Who was this woman I'd promised forever to? Sarah, the girl who'd nursed me through my dad's death, who dreamed of kids and a house with a swing set. But people change, or maybe they reveal hidden layers. Her motivation hit me in the quiet hours, boredom perhaps. Our life was comfortable, predictable. Alex offered thrill, the forbidden spark she'd craved since her wild college days. It didn't excuse it, but it made her human, Flawed, selfish, real. Dawn broke, gray and unforgiving. I heard the front door creak open around 7 a.m. Sarah tiptoed in, reeking of stale perfume and regret. She slipped into bed, assuming I was asleep, her arm draping over me like nothing happened. My skin crawled. "Morning, love," she murmured, nuzzling my neck. I lay still, heart hammering, then rolled over to face her. Her eyes widened at my expression, raw, broken. "Sarah," I said, voice steady despite the tremor inside. "We need to talk." She sat up, feigning confusion. "What?" "Babe, I just got home. The party was crazy, but—" I cut her off, pulling up the laptop. Her face paled as the saved stream played, the balcony kiss frozen on screen. "How long?" I demanded, anger finally erupting. "With Alex?" "With anyone." She crumpled, tears streaming. "Tom, please." It was a mistake. The alcohol, the excitement. "I love you." Natural dialogue spilled out, laced with desperation. "He's nothing. It started a few months ago, after that work trip. I felt trapped, like our life was too safe. But I swear I'll end it. We can fix this." Fix this? The collapse of trust was total, irreversible. Heartbreak twisted into resolve. "No," I said, standing. "You don't get to decide that." I grabbed the envelope from my drawer. The one I'd prepared in the sleepless night. Printing divorce papers? No, we weren't married yet. But the ring box was there, empty now. Wait, the ultimate gut punch. I'd called her parents at 4 a.m., shared the video. Humiliation for her, closure for me. As she sobbed, begging, I walked to the door. "Your stuff's packed in the hall. Alex can help you move." But that wasn't the end. Next morning. Wait, this was the next morning. She got the truth, served cold. Me walking away, her world crumbling. She got the reflection of her choices, the echo of betrayal. I drove off, the city blurring through tears. Heart mended? No. But free. And in that freedom, a bitter lesson. Love demands truth, or it devours you whole. Sarah's calls went unanswered. Sometimes, endings are the only way to begin again.